Wow, what an exciting day it'll be today, maybe.
Is that setting the tone for how things are going to be moving forward? I can feel it already. The lackluster excitement with overwhelming drama surrounding us at every possible edge. Overflowing, if you will, in just such a, basic response to it.
There's been a lot of stuff going on.
There has. Which is your favorite of the things? If you had to categorize them into 3 buckets since the last AE episode, what would it be?
What are the 3 big dramas?
Sure. The 3 big memes, I would say, like 3 buckets of what's in each one.
There's the Ethan Hasan stuff. There's the Hasan Asmongold stuff. There's Israeli military stuff.
Well, that's like kind of the politics stuff, but yeah.
Why? What else has been going on?
I don't know. There's a lot. I'm sure we're going to get to it in the document. All of these things are very exciting. Who is left, by the way, in Hamas at this point?
I think all 3 big leaders have been killed.
So there is it like full rogue faction ISIS splinter cell now?
I think Haniyeh was it's like the Politburo head. He was like the actual head of Hamas, who lived in, I think he was usually I think he was in like Qatar all the time. And then you have Mohammed Deif, I think, who was the leader was he the leader of the Al-Qassam Brigades, the military guy? And then you had Anwar, something Sinwar.
Oh, never mind.
Something Sinwar. And I think he was the guy who was the head of the Gaza Strip, whatever that means.
Oh, that's true. Hamas Piker is still
Not that we would ever want anything bad to happen to him, so.
No, I'm just saying he's still out there also.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. So there's still a few people out there, but how fast are these people replaced when they're gone? Like, are these long-standing dudes, the names that you're saying right now? Are these like known bros that have been out there doing shit? Or
My guess is going to be that these people are pretty... I think they've been out for a while.
Okay.
So, like...
but these are like the 4 of spades on the... If you had a proverbial, like, Iraq deck of cards.
Like these are all big guys.
These are big guys.
It's a big deal that these guys are dead. Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm saying... Like, you know how... It was the Iraq war, right? Where we had the playing cards for different people?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Was it the Iraq war?
I don't remember.
Or Afghanistan? Yeah. But, like, and of course, the ace of spades or whatever was Osama bin Laden. So I'm saying, like, the people that are left now, are these like the 3 of clubs, the 5 of spades?
I don't know what this reference is. I don't remember.
It would mean that they're like very low on the fucking totem pole of
No, they were like the aces. They were like the kings, and they were the head people.
No, the head people are dead. I'm saying of the people that are still alive.
Oh, then it would be the people that aren't those people.
God, I fucking hate you so much.
Well, what do you mean? Like,
I'm asking
if you take the aces and kings and queens and jacks out of the deck, what's left? I guess like the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9s, and 10s.
I'm asking you, how important are the dudes that are left now? You could be like, well...
Well, I guess now they're really important because now they're the leaders, because the leadership is dead.
God, fuck, you're so difficult to talk to. I'm just trying to say, you could be like, listen, Dan, the dude that's left, he was like in charge of fucking education. This is crazy. He's leading Hamas now.
I'm sure there's like head people that are right beneath the head guys. I doubt it's like, here's the head dude and then everyone else is a fucking grunt.
So there was like a pretty nice org structure they had going there.
They should be. They have a lot of fucking money, yeah?
Do you think they had waterfall development or agile?
I know that they did a lot of work on GitHub.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they're doing they're working on a new commit for like a Tel Aviv attack or something along those lines.
Absolutely.
And now it's kind of a mess because you have like all these contributors that are no longer with the company anymore. So you got the new guys coming in.
Yeah, and a lot of the changes weren't merged, and nobody knows what's actually going on. And there's all these different branches, and who knows what's going to happen. Yeah.
These are really nerd jokes that a lot of people are not going to get. That's fine.
Yeah,
all right.
Advanced level programmer humor. Yeah. That only good programmers like us would understand.
I mean, we passed the A+ certification.
We did. And an A+ cert basically means you're a software engineer.
Granted, the one we did pass was from like 20 years ago. I was asking us questions
about
just
go work at an old company, we'll go get government programming jobs.
It was like, what button combination do you press to bring up pinball Windows 95?
That's important. What are you going to do while you're waiting for your code to compile?
I don't know.
Okay? You got to maintain your sanity.
We need someone to make a modern test. Not now, but in the future. Okay.
I'm sure there must be some modern certs, right?
Yeah, there is. I just don't know if there's like I don't want to take a whole full-ass test. That's like 2 hours. I want to take just like a basic like a 20-minute.
Are you scared of the 2-hour test?
Like, I think if I took my ADHD meds in the morning, I could probably do it. I think if I did it now, I would like get bored after like 15 minutes and not want to continue anymore.
Why hasn't anybody made Whiplash but for programming?
Oh, that would be good.
That would be it'd be a good meme. It'd be good like a 5-minute YouTube video. Yeah,
That would be the Always Friday guys could probably do that.
they should.
That would be funny. Okay. All right. We got a lot of stuff to cover in no particular order. We're going to just go through. We're going to work through all this stuff that we have here. By the way, I want to shout out our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by DanClancySucks.com. We thank
Wait,
these
is
guys.
it actually? I don't remember getting paid.
Oh, that one came directly from, Mossad contacts. So,
Oh.
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Anyways, DanClancySucks.com. Check that out. Great guys over there. I like the product that they're building. And, yeah. All right, let's get through this. All right, what do we got? Anything else? No, we say that at the end. Okay, what do we got here? Oh my, look, this is labeled. And we're really getting into it. Politics, drama, meme shit, news. What are these?
Oh, cute.
Are these just images?
Stopping here for a podcast and then back to normal streaming schedule. Welcome to Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a Silent Hill reference, by the way.
I'm familiar. I never played the game, though. But I know it's supposed to be like a scary game and you stop by there or something. It was a movie, too, right?
It might have been. Was that the one where people were like, it was an okay-ish movie? Like one of the only video games movies that was okay-ish?
I guess you can't do that in reverse. Like GoldenEye. I like that as a movie and as a video game. Do you like the GoldenEye?
I don't think I ever saw the movie.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I've seen like, and I actually, you want to know a big meme? I don't
What?
think I've seen any James Bond movie before Casino Royale.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I feel like I can't talk about a lot with you then.
Good.
My hot take there is I think Pierce Brosnan in GoldenEye was the best the best James Bond of all time.
Because he was the biggest womanizer.
I think that era with him was the last of like the gadgets and the shit like that. And now it's like, it's almost like they're trying to make it a little bit like True Detective or something. It's like very gritty now.
Was he the one? Was he the one with the octopussy or whatever?
No,
movie?
that's Sean Connery.
Oh. What one did he do?
Well, he did GoldenEye and then he did Tomorrow Never Dies. And,
I like the scene in Tomorrow Never Dies when it was the two guys at the end and they'd go slappers only, and then they.
That's GoldenEye. Yeah. Good game. Amazing game for the time, right?
No,
No?
I actually didn't. I don't think GoldenEye was ever that good.
What game was better than GoldenEye?
I thought Duke Nukem 64 was more fun. I thought all the
Duke Nukem
Toroks,
64.
all the Toroks were more fun.
Duke Nukem 64 had no multiplayer.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
It did.
No, it fucking didn't. We didn't have fucking like modems when that game came out.
Are you okay right now?
How would it have multiplayer? Duke Nukem 64. I played the game. I remember it. The stadium scene, blowing up the blimp. Am I fucking retarded?
Yeah, you're having a major.
What was the
You're having a
multiplayer?
Zoomer moment right now. Think really hard.
Quake was the first multiplayer. No, Rise of the Triad.
Think real hard.
Rise of the Triad was the first multiplayer.
Think
Then
harder.
Quake.
How did GoldenEye have multiplayer? Did they have modems for that?
No, it was on a device.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
Duke Nukem 64 was on a console? Oh, Nintendo 64. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Wait, was that really? Did they really make Duke Nukem for the N64? No way. Holy fucking shit, they did. And this had multiplayer?
I love this. It's split screen, Dan. Yes.
This isn't going to tell me.
I played so much of this game.
Did you actually?
Yes.
Was this a 0 hour?
No, that's a one they made after. I couldn't play that one.
I feel like you're trolling me very hard.
No, me and Chris used to play Duke Nukem 64. We'd roll Stadium or Fahrenheit with the two levels because they had the explosive shotgun shells.
Oh my god, it does have multiplayer.
Yes, 99 live Stadium.
I remember all of
You
this
kill
shit.
the bots. Yeah, so the
pipe
bots are super hard.
bombs.
Yep. We couldn't play the Duke Nukem 0 though because there were no bots in that one, so multiplayer was 1v1. And I would
Turok
just
was okay.
kill
What was
them
the
all
other
the time.
one that was like GoldenEye adjacent? It wasn't Turok.
Perfect Dark.
Yeah, that was it. Kind of like a weird game or something. With a zoom and shit. All right.
Oh, I need a control for the fucking AC.
Why don't you put it on a Nest? Just rip
Is
that.
that possible?
Yeah, you just rip it off there. Buy a Nest, I'll do it for you.
What does the Nest go on?
Well, you take that off, and then behind that thing, there's going to be a thing, and it's going to be like R, RCS, WG, and there's like a white line, green line. I mean, it depends if you have heat or air conditioning and fan and all this shit, but basically.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we can put our own thermostat there.
What is Nest even?
Controls from your phone. I mean, you could buy whatever.
But is that like a Siri or Amazon or whatever bullshit thing, or is it like its own thing?
It's its own thing. Well, I mean, you have to use the app, right?
I don't know. I've never used it before.
Well, I mean, yes, you have to use the app.
Okay.
To like control it.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm just curious if it's like you have to have Siri to integrate with your fucking Nest, or you have to have like the Android bullshit or whatever.
No.
Okay. So it's its own thing. Can you like buy it and use it like a real piece of hardware and software? Or do you have to pay like a monthly upkeep for them to come rape you every?
No, it's free.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you can do Nest, but I don't know. There's like probably shit on Amazon you can get that's just as good that doesn't have any tie into Google. Nest is owned by Google.
I like Google.
All right, then there you go.
I want them to know everything about me and to own my fucking life.
Yeah, same. All right, here we go.
What the fuck is the point of these?
I don't know.
Okay. Good images, guys.
I paid money for this though.
Who built this site? This is cute.
I don't know. It's on Coda. This is how we do our stuff now. I've tried to improve, working with our guys, getting things better. I was very pained by the negative feedback that I received, and I tried to do my part better.
Good.
And I never want to derail again or talk about something like Nintendo 64.
I'm glad you've learned. That's good.
I'm sorry. What would you like to start? We have 4 options on the menu tonight. We have politics, drama, meme shit, and news.
Do you know who Michael Reeves is?
Yes. No. Magician?
He does like YouTube stuff that's like kind of deranged and funny and technical.
Should I pull it up real quick?
If you want to.
Okay, I do. Michael Reeves. Yes, I know this guy. He had an acne bat at one point, right?
You know what? Well, I wouldn't reduce him to that, but he's a.
I'm saying what I know. He used to have acne.
He's also part Filipino. Do you want to? Is that how you remember these people?
No, I remember him because he used to have.
How do you describe me to people?
You don't want to know.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The guy who puts my life at risk 24/7. What about him? He looks nice here though.
He could build
what?
A device that pulls chat every minute or whatever, or chat can start a poll.
Yeah.
We both have shot collars. And anytime one of us derails, chat can vote to shock us to bring us back in line. He would.
I would fucking do it. I would fucking do it. The one for the husky. I've seen, that was the funniest fucking video I saw. What was that? It was a video of a guy wearing a shock collar.
I don't remember.
It's in my mind right now, and it's so fucking funny. Someone knows what I'm talking about. This is an old video of a guy wearing.
Is it one where he keeps trying to like speak up and he keeps getting shocked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hold on. I'm sure I can find this video. Do you think I'll be able to find it before someone in chat just says it?
I don't know.
Okay.
People would always say that just a heads up for dog. Wait, I don't know if Tabor's here. I don't know if Tabor would disagree with me. Some people think that the shock collars are like super inhumane, or they're not good, or they're like cruel or evil or whatever. But I'm pretty sure the shock collars for dogs was like really good training. Like they would get shocked a couple times and they would learn the boundaries immediately, and they just wouldn't like torture themselves or whatever. So.
Oh my God! This is him. This is the video. It's Woody.
Yeah. It's Woody's gamer tag.
You didn't know that?
I didn't remember. No,
I didn't either. But this is him. We have to watch this. This is a classic.
Let's go.
You ready?
Let's give this safe but annoying static correction a try. All right. So I'm a little bit nervous. Doesn't seem to activate by talking, even talking loud like I am now. But woof. Woof. Oh. 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 The directions said that if you keep misbehaving, it gets worse. Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Truly boomer humor, Dan.
Dude,
if you want, you can pause it. You want to bring up like America's Funniest Home Videos, and you could like laugh along.
This is funny as fucking shit. I'm fucking dying. This is hilarious.
It is. It's funny.
This is like how. This is probably the first video I ever watched of this guy. I didn't even fucking know it was him. When was it? 13 fucking years ago.
Was it Woody's gamer tag who played versus Wings of Redemption, or was it Wings of Redemption playing against Hutch? Does anybody know? I wish I knew the lore, but I don't know this whole section of the internet. But there's like a legendary 1v1 match between Wings and somebody else. Was it Syndicate? Fuck, I knew like some of the lore around this because it was funny to watch them hate each other. But
Wings and Syndicate.
I'm so glad I was never an FPS player. Oh God.
Yeah, well, it didn't matter back then.
It absolutely mattered because instead of a bunch of VODs of me saying the F slur, it'd be a ton of VODs of me saying the N word. So thank God.
Why is this guy not come on anything else? Hey, Woody, we should, come on over.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna get to him. Probably not.
It will.
All right. And this is the funniest fucking. Shit cracks me. I have a problem. I'm like certain shit. I can't stop laughing. It's too fucking funny. All right. The list. Here we go.
The list.
Where would you like to start?
Hasan fans want.
No, I mean we have 4.
Oh, we've
colors.
got 4 categories. Oh, I'll
Color-coded.
take politics for $200, Alex.
Okay.
Or he's
Okay.
dead now. I'm so sorry.
So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I pay the big bucks to get all sorts of categories. So here are your options on the menu for tonight. We have FEMA conspiracies turned into threats. This week in Trump.
You know what? Let's just run it top to bottom. Fuck it.
Okay, here we go.
No, top, like go to the very top and just run it top to
Okie
bottom.
dokie.
Okay.
Hasan fans want Ethan and Destiny.
Dead. Okay, wait. Since that's the main topic, we should lead with other stuff. So let's do like 5, and then we'll go back to that one.
Okay.
Asmongold on Palestine.
Palestine is how they're pronounced it, actually. You see this? We got subcategories.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
yeah. I'm taking this seriously.
All right.
All right. Asmon's original take. Inline player. All right, Asmon.
This is like inline because it's the inline player on Reddit, inline on coda.io. Man, we're really rapping.
A systematic killing of a group of people.
Wait, go to the very beginning.
They have genocide built. If you want to
Hold on,
consider
hold on,
a
hold on.
genocide
Oh
as
my
a
God.
systematic killing of a
where
group
is
of
it?
people.
Stop. Listen, I got it.
If you
I
want
got
to
it.
consider a genocide
Stop.
Hold on. It's fine,
as a
it's fine.
systematic
Not my fault.
killing of a group of people. If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing.
What the fuck?
And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from
He has the same microphone that we do.
Yep.
Exact setup.
Everybody uses it.
an inferior culture that is horrible.
Actually, I'm so
It
sorry.
kills
Pause and
people
go
for their
back.
idea.
Dan,
Pause.
on saying that, go back 20 seconds. Just watch how Asmongold speaks into the microphone. I can respect that. Yeah, just go back. Start at 45. Yeah, just watch where he speaks. Go ahead.
That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't support them.
All right, there it was. That was the initial take. What are your thoughts on that very wild statement by Mr. Gold?
Well, where do you want to go? Because you can break this down in like 4 or 5 different ways of...
All right. So the hard part to say out loud is that someone else was saying this, is they say we would agree that like a bad culture was American culture early on when we had slaves. That our culture now is superior to the culture that we had at the start of America, correct?
Sure. Okay, so then let's zoom out, and let's think about this for a second. This is a hard one, and it's annoying, and you're already getting canceled at this level. But can a culture be better than another culture? So from some objective point of view, no. You would have to say like with respect to a particular thing,
Correct.
right? So if we were to say this culture is better than this culture with respect to their scientific research output,
Sure.
or this culture is better than this culture with respect to their overall literacy rates or their child reproduction, right? So with respect to certain things, we could probably say one culture outperforms another or is better than another.
Yeah,
right?
it's not subjective like this wine tastes better than this wine.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Who's getting it?
One of the mics needs a 30 ms delay. If you audio troll me or whatever, I've just permaban you now. So good luck.
Bye.
Oh, you barely survived. Good luck. And then you have to email Ninu to get unbanned, and that's at least 2 months of a ban.
I
Good
say
luck.
that same line. It's so funny. I say, here's the form. Good luck. We'll hear from you in 3 months. It's like telling someone to go to the VA or the DMV.
Yeah. So, okay. So the issue that you run into is when people say culture is better or worse than another culture, generally they're talking with respect to some categories. Like it'll be like health and civil rights. Like people will say shorthand, this culture is better. But that's usually what they mean.
Yeah.
So an issue that people run into, there's two ways that this can be looked at, and one is probably okay, and then the other way is probably unacceptable. Well, and then there's a third way that's also probably unacceptable. So there's three ways to look at this. Okay, so on one side, okay, you have an issue where some people will say, oh, my culture is better than that other culture. And it's usually with respect to some subjective thing that they value, that they're overvaluing. And then the moral implications of what they're saying are oftentimes really catastrophic for the other side. And sometimes the analysis isn't even that good. So an example might be, oh, Western culture is superior to X culture. Therefore, one, I might not even know anything about X culture. And two, we should kill all those people. And three, we're better than those people, like almost intrinsically. Usually there'll be like an ethnic or racial element tied into it, right?
Sure.
Probably not okay.
Yeah.
And Asmon kind of feels like it could lean in that direction, especially with his audience, which is where the main problem comes from. You've got a second way of looking at it, though, that I think is equally bad, which comes from, I'll say, the left. But an equally bad one is when people say, oh, no culture can be better or worse than any other culture ever. When people say that, they are always dog whistling to the idea that Western culture can never be better than any other culture. Because when they hear somebody say, well, this culture might be better than this one, with some regards to some particular facets, what they hear is white people being racist in the West, and they want to push back against that as hard as possible. Sure. This position is equally fucking stupid, because we can very clearly say there are some societies we'd rather live in than others. People on the left will never admit that. That's why you have dipshits, terrorist supporters like Hasan, who say things like, Iran is actually really great for trans people, which is an unbelievably white and retarded fucking statement.
Do you know why they say that?
Like why, or what the policy is?
The fun part is, so if you get caught being gay, they force you to transition.
Sure, yeah, then that's their way of being pro-trans.
That's the pro-trans part of it.
Yeah.
If you're gay in Iran, they make you transition.
Yeah.
They're so progressive.
Yeah, and then the middle thing is, wait, I said there were two problems. So the middle thing is, we should be able to talk about cultures and analyze aspects of cultures and say, these are probably things that are okay, and these are probably things that aren't okay.
Sure.
We have to be able to do that, because definitionally, we're always trying to, especially if you're progressive, you're trying to change your culture, which implies you're trying to make it better, right?
Progress.
Yes, progressive, right? If I were to ask you, is our country better with gay marriage or worse without, or worse with gay marriage, right? People say, well, it's better. Okay, so the culture is different. If I were to copy paste it and create a different GitHub branch,
yes.
right? And one has the
you fork it.
Yeah, you fork it, and we fork one, and one has the gay marriage merger, and the other one doesn't. We would say that the gay marriage merger is a better fork.
I'm going to start contributing to that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So by definition, you must be able to say some cultures are better or worse than other cultures, right?
Yeah.
So so Asmon's statement, I think, probably leans a little bit too far off in one direction, but all of the people attacking him are coming from the more retarded direction than Asmongold, which is to say, oh, actually nothing about Western culture is better than anything about Middle Eastern culture, blah, blah, blah. Like, type from my iPhone 15 XS or whatever, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, the joke. I think, yeah, that's exactly it. He went too unhinged, saying he doesn't care that people are getting genocided. That's obviously, you should care regardless, because people, you have to remember, even the dipshit fucking Yemenis, fucking teenager terrorist, whatever, like, they only know the cards they've been dealt with their life. I can't really fault them for, like, if your entire life, if you were born in Gaza and all you've ever known is that the Jew is the devil and that they want to destroy you, and you've only pictured them with horns in your head, like, I don't know if I fault this person.
So if you and I were talking, I would agree.
Yeah.
But you can't say that when you're somebody on the other side who never gives that same excuse to people on the other side, right? If you want to say some Israelis have only known violence, or they've only known like fighting, or a lot of them.
Oh yeah, that'll never be.
That will never happen. For somebody to say like, because a lot of people say like, oh, well, what about 48? What about the wars? What about this? I was like, okay, well, what about the Second Intifada? That doesn't count. They should have actually known that this is in the context of more violence and that blah blah blah. So they'll never get that same like granting that on the other side.
So we don't grant that then.
No,
basically.
You shouldn't grant that. No, okay. Fuck them. Not to them. Yeah.
All right. So they're bad people. Well, I mean, it is the case. I said this before, and someone was like, well, actually, Cyprus. But, like, if you're gay and you're in Israel, like, you got to go, like, 1,500 miles before you're not, like, put in prison or killed in, like, any direction. And then someone's like, well, technically, there's an island you can go to. But
what, Cyprus?
Yeah.
Which side?
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't there, like, a civil war?
It's like, but be careful, right? If you're gay outside of that little fucking oasis in the desert of Israel, because it's not going to be too poggers for you. any direction you go.
Yeah. The one thing I will say though is that I don't know if I would trust Asmon's take on this in the context of his audience, but that a whole bunch of qualifying because that audience is very radical now.
They're not enlightened like DGG.
Well, yeah, good one.
I mean,
it's not about being
no.
It's not about being enlightened. It's that Asmongold seems like a lot of his channel right now is based on rage porn about woke people. So his audience probably there are probably a lot of people in his audience that are like the bad version of what I said. We're like, Western culture is superior to Middle Eastern culture. We should just genocide them all. Fuck it all. Right?
Oh, they probably are like, you should just glass the entire Middle East.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Interesting.
So I think that's an issue.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder how fucked he would have been if he just left out the genocide parts and more like, I don't care about these people because they share none of my values and I think they're bad people.
I mean, that's a pretty hard statement to make about a whole society full of people. Although people have no problem saying the same about Israel, including their babies.
Well, they do say that about Israel and the babies.
Yes, Hasan was in the chat, clapping on when on the deprogram.
I saw that.
Yeah, when a second thought, was that his name?
Yes.
Was talking about how like there are settler babies. And then Hasan agreed to that statement with Ethan on Leftovers about, well, they're all settlers, including the babies. So
even though they like,
it's kind of weird to talk about settler babies as being an okay term, but also, by the way, people who were at that rave were also all greenlit to be genocided by Hasan. Because they're next to the guy. Yeah, so fuck Hasan.
It's like if you're next to a prison and you do something, like if you're in an apartment next to a prison complex, are you like fair game because you're supporting the American industrial prison complex?
Pretty cringe.
It is pretty cringe. Pretty fucking wild. All right. Well, all right. So that's the original take that he did. So then we have our buddy Hamas Piker, who wanted to.
Hold on. Can we close this for 1 second and go back to the embed?
Yeah, sure.
Are you able to pause that? That's even playing right now. If you click the pause thing directly. Okay. Are you able to full screen it if you hover the full screen?
No.
Directly?
When I click full screen, it opens a new tab.
Okay. Close this for a second. Okay. One of the things that we're doing now as part of we've got services running on DGG that tracks and monitors your IP, and then we cross-reference it with sign-ins basically for VPNs at workplaces. I know all of your jobs when you work in software development, when you work in web development, okay? If you do this thing where you embed like web elements and then you put clickable or what appear to be clickable like things on the screen, but when you click it, all it does is it opens it in another pager, I'm coming for you.
This is done on purpose. So what these all
I know it's done on purpose. That's why I'm coming for them.
Oh, gotcha.
And I will get them.
Well, it's not their fault. It's their boss. That's like, all right, listen, we're going to let you have fucking little Reddit embeds.
Yeah, is that what they said at Nuremberg?
Yeah, probably. Similar things.
Actually,
like if we put down the GitHub thing. So it's like, so we had like the Obengruppe of Reddit, right, said, it's fine. We will give I can't do a German accent. We will give the embeds to the people, but if they click anything, they will go to our website and get traffic. So that's kind of the compromise that we get here. It's like, oh, if you want to see the big video, you got to come to us and see our ads. But we still give you the embed. Sure. It's kind of like Imager to a certain extent. Like they make it so fucking difficult now just to get the image. You have to like wait 10 seconds before I can view the image in a new tab. How the fuck is that possible?
Asmon said that their culture is worse and said them killing gay people is the reason why. So is that raging against wokeness in that rant? No, I didn't say he was raging against wokeness in that rant. I'm saying that in the context of his audience, I would be very fucking careful making statements like that because his audience, a lot of his audience is probably genuinely far right and has like really abhorrent beliefs about comparing one culture to another. But okay, go to the new window and play this.
Teenager from Yemen,
Go to the very beginning.
Who everyone called. I talked to a teenager from Yemen, okay, who everyone called, myself included, called Timothy Charlemagne or Chalamet.
Is that the One Piece one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now this kid is like, I think he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him, which means that for most of his life he has withstood genocide, right? Like he's
Pause.
Genocide by who? I feel like the duck. By who? Who's doing the genocide? By who?
So I actually don't know this offhand. How many people is it claimed that Saudi Arabia has killed even in the coalition strikes against the Houthis?
Oh my God. I was just guessing the Arabs were killing themselves. Thank God. I thought you were about to say.
Well, no, but they'll say Saudi Arabia is an American ally, so they basically become white by proxy. Everybody becomes white by proxy when you're... because the Houthis have been killing like hundreds of thousands of people in Yemen.
And their own people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the other people. They're not... Houthis don't kill the Houthis, but...
The Houthis kill the
other people in
what are
Yemen.
the other ones?
It's a conglomeration of different types of Muslim groups, but the Houthi family and then what they control like represents the largest faction in northern Yemen.
What was it in Rwanda? There was two groups. There was the...
I don't fucking remember.
That was like a big one, right?
Sure.
I think one started with a H. You have no idea either? I don't know.
If I saw it, the Hutu and the Tutsi.
Yes, that's it. The Hutus and the Tutsis.
There you go.
So that's kind of like the situation they have in Yemen? So what's the other group that's getting like the shit kicked out of them by the Houthis?
The southern Yemenis official government or whatever.
Oh, so they have like an official government. Probably not
Well,
anymore.
it's like yeah, they do. It's like Lebanon kind of. The country's split in half basically.
Oh, interesting.
But they've been fighting for like a century. Like
Okay.
Yemen is just a shit show. It's always been a shit show.
So they're just like genociding themselves.
I don't like the term genocide. I think it's fucking retarded here. But I'm just saying that
Systematically
they've been at war for they've been at war for constantly for
Okay.
like this last century. Yeah.
Gotcha.
This idea that the only people dying in Yemen are like dying because of Saudi Arabia or the West is beyond fucking stupid. But I wouldn't be surprised that Hasan says that or thinks it because it's one, it's good propaganda, and two, he doesn't know anything about the region at all. So he might actually even believe this because he's so stupid.
Okay.
Somebody said saying the Houthis are terror. Actually, never mind. I'm going to read the rest of your comment. You're just going to be banned.
Oh, bye. Should I continue with the video?
Yeah.
He is a person whose only experience is like, it's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically.
Wow. That's another one, huh? You remember Anne Frank when she had on fatigues and an AK on her back?
Yeah, that's why she was hiding in the attic, so she had a good vantage point, right?
Yeah, like the same thing. Like pretty much exactly the same thing, right? Like this guy was just minding his own business and then someone came and yeah, I mean the similarities are like they're just wild. How the fuck could this piece of shit say this?
It's an unbelievably
It's
stupid
so
statement.
fucking
also,
and he
look
did
at,
nothing for this. It's like such disgusting cunt behavior.
yeah, and look at all the different positions that he tries to inhabit, right? So right now, the reason why that guy can be radicalized is because of all of the experiences that he's lived through in his 19 years. But then later on, he'll go on to say that, like, well, he's not even a Houthi warrior. He's not even a freedom fighter. He's not even whatever. He's just a random normal kid. Well, wait, well, then why were you making excuses before saying he was radicalized? Why did you just say, oh, he was never involved in anything, right? And not to mention, all of this is contradictory to when he brought him on stream. He was like, of course we're talking to a Houthi fighter, guys, but I'm a journalist. But
Both ways, of course.
they always want to have it every way. Yeah.
This whole situation is so fucking frustrating and so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And actually gets me really fucking angry.
This is like the equivalent of the Trump stuff, where Trump will say something insane, and you're looking around the media environment, and it's like, how are none of you guys saying anything about this? And this is like Hasan over the past week has said worse stuff than Fuentes has ever said on Twitch, or any neo-Nazi or whatever has ever said on Twitch, because I get banned so much quicker. These are just a collection.
I said this before. I think I unironically appreciate and like the far right more than this, because when you talk with a fucking Nazi or a Groiper or whoever the fuck it is, you know what? They're gonna be like, I don't like the fucking Jews because they all work together and they're trying to suppress my Christian values. All right, I got it. I know where you stand. I know where we stand. We can have a conversation based off of that. You talk with these fuckers and they're like, oh, we're better than you.
And also because these guys are so like endeared by the kind of like the mainstreamish editor boards and everything else, because they have that protection. Like people on the right will say things like, yeah, well, I think in some cases, like maybe, you know, fighting back might be justified, but I wouldn't support it. And then on the left, they'll be like, yeah, you should be able to kill all these people because they're evil. I think that you should be able to fight against Israel. And I do think that they raped themselves, or the rapes aren't real. And it was the Hannibal Doctrine that caused all the people to die, you know, on October 7th. And yeah, they're just like so much more mask off in some ways about it. But then they also have like these insane standards around IDPOL and everything else. I really hope, Hasan was on Pod Save America last week. Yeah, I know. I'm very disappointed in that. I really, really, really hope that we have the clip in here of Hasan talking about the phone call that he got from FD Signifier. Did you see that?
I probably did.
I hate this guy so much. Hasan gets a phone call.
This is the guy that we donated.
FD Signifier is another, equally stupid. He wishes he was black because he looks black. Just kidding. But another like very online lefty wokey dipshit. But he calls Hasan or he was texting Hasan, and Hasan was recalling the text messages with him later on in stream. And Hasan is like, FD Signifier was texting me earlier, and yeah, he reminded me they don't see you as white. And that's why they've got all this pressure on you. And I'm like, bro, are you actually fucking serious, dude? My God. My God.
So stupid.
Yeah, it's so nobody gives a fuck, bro. You are the least. Turkish, least Muslim, least anything. Of like, nobody views you that way, little bro. Nobody's thinking like, oh yeah, Hasan, the Middle Easterner dude. Nobody thinks of you that way.
Yeah.
God, it's so cringe. But anyway,
It's actually infuriating to a little bit. Like, I feel like I try not to get angry at things. Sometimes I let chat messages get to me and I get a little carried away. All right, that's normal. One guide, if you will. This is actually, this week with the shit that's gone on has been unironically, I would say, eye-opening for me, and also made me like a fucking activist. Just this shit alone, like how far this gone. I haven't really said shit about any of this stuff, mostly just because I don't have like that deep of a connection with Israel. But seeing this shit, and then I guess thinking a lot about, you know, the quotes of, you know, first they came for X and then I didn't do anything. Fuck it. You know, I'm in an interesting position where I don't have much to lose, right? So, well, I mean, I should call out bad shit. This is bad shit. This is unbelievable shit that this is going on, comparing fucking terrorists to Anne Frank on fucking Twitch, and the fucking CEO jerks off to this guy.
yeah. And remember, the focus is like, what he's saying is bad, but the worst part, the most insane part about it is that he has like official blanket coverage and protection from the CEO. That's insane. Yeah, all of it is just...
I can't believe I played D&D with this guy. I feel fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Like,
Okay, being able to talk to Anne Frank.
okay, I gotta move that. I can't. I'm sorry.
Wait, we got 8 seconds left. You can finish it. I believe in
Oh
you.
God, it's just so fucked.
In real time. That's all he's known is death and destruction.
Based.
What a fucking...
It's an insane comment. Oh, there's so many of these too. Do you remember when Ethan was talking about, I think, being in Israel, and Hasan was like, yeah, when I was younger, I lived through constant terrorist attacks too, because he was in Turkey. Do you know who the biggest attacks in Turkey were against?
No.
They were against fucking Jews.
Oh.
Like, there are these two temples that have like these massive like iron reinforced fucking doors because they were
What?
getting fucking terrorist
What are you
attacks.
talking
so
about?
much.
Jews live like perfectly fine lives in Yemen and
True.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, the one guy that's left in Yemen being permanently
the
tortured.
14 it's funny. It's like there's like 4 countries. It's like Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, and maybe Iraq. And there's like 14 Jews total, and half of them are in
We
jail.
could take every single Jew in all 4 of those countries to dinner and pay for it.
We could. This is a fucking mental. And it's like, oh, dude, what are you talking about? Like, these guys, they're fine. They're having a great time. They love it out there.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny, though, that the last 2 Jews in Afghanistan hated each other and didn't talk to each other. Anyways, all right, let's, okay. We got a few more Hasan clips to go through. Okay, open new tab and play full
And
screen.
you know what else is disgusting? That people in the West that enjoy more privileges and freedom than anywhere else in the world romanticize their behavior or their lifestyle as anything other than barbaric.
Hasan's pausing.
This is what people think you say about Israel. I know. I know.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Da Vinci Resolve.
The most animalistic, barbaric force on the fucking planet as it stands.
Pause real quick.
Look at how proper
He's going to
I am.
say,
And you know
stop.
Shit, he
Hold
made
on.
me go so fast I
Good.
fucking
Wait.
fast forwarded. Hold on. Okay, paused. Pause.
Give me 15 seconds.
Take your time.
I'm waiting to permaban because I know somebody's already typing it in chat.
I'm gonna get a drink, but you take your 15 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah. Can you grab me a Soylent?
Yes.
Yes.
in the fridge.
Yeah, it is.
Make sure you ban them if they say anything bad about me too.
Okay. Fuck. I can't watch all 3 chats from my fucking YouTube. Somebody in chat right now is typing, or they were about to, and then they know.
You fucking
Somebody was going to say,
premature.
somebody was going to say, Hasan isn't talking about every Israeli. He's just talking about the fighting force, the IDF. But they constantly remind you that every single Israeli person has to serve in the IDF, and therefore they're all worthy of being killed. So that cope right there that I know somebody was about to type, that cope is absolutely bullshit.
You premature
Oh wait, somebody did say it.
misband. Yeah, but he may have done it.
He means the military. Yep, see ya.
Oh.
You're gone for 14 days.
Ooh, the timing there. He may have done it on purpose just to be the sole survivor. All right.
Okay. Go back.
There we go. Well, I already went back by accident.
Animalistic, barbaric force on the fucking planet as it stands.
Look at me. Look at how proper I am. Yes, I put a suit on so you don't think I'm an animal. But I am. I am a barbaric piece of shit.
That was already expected barbaric behavior from Israel. Regardless, it is brutal. It is barbaric. Certainly, even people in the Western world feel against this barbaric monstrosity of a fucking apartheid regime.
I never really thought that they would be this barbaric. What a fucking barbaric and completely...
Sorry.
He's getting white in his beard. Your days of being a fucking boy toy are over.
Jesus.
Welcome to the club, old man. It's going to be a while now.
Utterly psychotic thing to do.
They wear suits to present themselves as anything but barbaric.
That is the animalistic, barbaric structure. And act like they are the civilized party here. There is nothing civilized about Israel's actions. It is barbaric.
These guys right here, I'm always like, this is like a wild spot to be.
No, not for that guy. That's Ryan Grimm. He probably agrees with every single thing Hasan is saying.
Sorry, take it back. I was just saying.
But I know what you mean. Yeah, sometimes they're just like
Nymph, like, hey,
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna play video games. What's that? What's that, brother? What's that?
And also keep in mind, because all the people that I know are coping, well, he just means the military. They already think that since they all have to serve in the IDF, that they're all worth it. And also, even if we imagine that he did only mean the military, right? If you said any of this about Hamas or anything else, they would say that you're generalizing all Palestinians. They would say that Hamas is a reason to fight their resistance fighters. They would never, ever, ever let you say this about the other side. It's ridiculous.
True.
At the barbaric nature of the Israeli apartheid regime, North Korea says Israel's a murderous, bandit, genocidal, and barbaric state.
Oh my God. I have not watched this clip. I pre-laughed.
Didn't you just say DaVinci Resolve like you were the one that edited
No,
this?
but I did not edit this. I'm just saying I know the text.
Oh.
But I that was a pre-capture on the laugh.
Okay.
I knew that was coming. Because this is like probably the worst country in the world for killing its own civilians, right?
No, Hasan wouldn't say so. A lot of people that are far, far, far left think that a lot of the stuff about North Korea is over-exaggerated, and the living conditions are much better than what we portray it as in the West.
It's like
and
poggers.
we do it in the West as a giant cope so that we can pretend that socialist regimes and stuff aren't as successful as they actually are.
Okay. All right, we got to...
700,000 likes?
That is fucking depressing.
Finish it.
That is it.
No, there's 3 seconds. I don't know why you always click for the last 5 seconds of the fucking video.
Holy fuck.
Thank you. I need to hear that.
You need that holy fuck. I'm sorry. That won't happen again, sir. We'll finish to the end, each one. Hasan crashing out.
By the way, just want to point out to LSF.
Twitter does it
To
right.
the LSF crowd. Once again, I just saw this. Wonderful stuff. Asmongold and I have a 4-hour conversation. Hasan says the Houthi he talked to is like Anne Frank. First of all, he was not a fucking Houthi.
Oh.
Secondly...
Well, pause. Right,
Yes.
so do you see what I mean? Where it says, like, sometimes he
Pause.
says that they're not a Houthi, and sometimes he says that he is a Houthi who's been radicalized because he lives there for 19 years. He wants to have it both ways. So which is it? This is always a key that you have to listen to. It could be in personal relationships. It could be with coworkers. It could be in online debates. Whenever somebody is justifying something that they later on say isn't happening, it's always a good indicator that the person is a subhuman, barbaric fucking liar. When people do shit like that,
that's
right?
a
Imagine confronting somebody and be like, hey, I just saw that your kid, came to school with a whole bunch of bruises. And they're like, yeah, he's fucking annoying. He screams every night. I can't think of another way to shut him up. And then later on, you're like, I mean, it's not like I hit him. You don't have any proof of it. I didn't hit him. It's like, wait, why the fuck did you just justify it then 5 minutes earlier? You can't justify a thing that you later go on to say doesn't exist because it's you're just lying. You're lying. Yeah.
Schrodinger's Houthi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click.
He withstood genocide. That is correct. Like, you can't fucking materialize a appropriate dwarfy or whatever the fuck this Destiny Dick Rider account is.
Oh, that's you.
But 4 hours of
also
conversation,
pause too.
that's the one thing you got.
He does this thing as well where he's always like every single person that criticizes him is Destiny. I noticed that like the Trumples do this and also Hasan does it too. I'm not, again, I won't let people do this anymore. And I'll permaban you in my community if you say it. Like any of these like obsessed comments or TDS comments, you're always getting permaban for it. The fact that these people can elude so much criticism by just calling people obsessed, saying, oh, it all comes from Destiny is bullshit. They're the largest political commentator in the world. You're an avowed terrorist supporter. Like you should be harassed every single fucking day of your life over shit like this. It's insane. Like everybody should hold you to account for it. Just like everybody should ask Tim Pool, hey, why haven't you said anything about all the money that you took from Russia? That doesn't make you think. Every single program Tim goes on, he should be harassed for that. Hasan should be harassed for this in every single show that he goes on. If you see him going on a show, you should email the people and say like, hey, you should ask Hasan about him like supporting terrorists and shit, and saying that all the rapes were fake, and saying that like all the deaths were actually caused by the Hannibal directive by Israel. He should be like bothered by this over and over and over again. And him just saying like, oh, it's all Destiny's community is the biggest cope bullshit in the fucking world. That's so cucked. Fuck him.
That's awesome. That is fucking dope, dude. LSF is so insane. And Franks was just like Luffy. Is this the really best that Twitch politics has to offer? These two idiots, embarrassing. The guy was a part of a terrorist organization who beats women for going to school and execute gay men on a weekly basis. And Hasan invited bombos. Yeah, that guy literally got detained by the fucking Houthis, by the way. Check OP's history.
Like, pause.
I don't.
Do you think that he would ever admit that the Houthis don't have a great track record when it comes to journalistic freedom? They execute people.
That's just because of Western imperialist invasion. That's all they've known. If you had just let them exist as a society without America constantly interfering with their elections and constantly trying to go in there and provide aid, they would have solved this already. But America just keeps bombing them and funding all this type of stuff. And fuck you, Hasan.
Yeah. They're not great on women's rights. They're not great on LGBT stuff. Like, what does he think these places are like? Like, it's such an unbelievable. Like, would he ever admit that? Like, okay, yeah, maybe they're not as progressive as. Like, it's so crazy.
To check it, but again, 4-hour conversation. 4-hour conversation. Is Destiny still interested in doing World War I research?
Yeah, I just like watching Twitter clips. That's so fucking boring.
True.
A guy who had like fucking 7 mentions of Palestine total on his fucking Twitter feed before October 7th.
Little fucking hermits, dude. Oh my God.
Dude.
Get a life. Get a grip. Get a fucking grip, you animals. Holy shit. Also, everything else is deemed political for LSF. Meanwhile, this is like, this is fine.
Just pause. This is why. Where is Stale? You got to do.
No, stop.
I'm not allowed to call for
Stop
because he's a DGGer.
Just stop.
I don't
He's
like
not
that
a
I can't.
DGGer. He left us.
Yeah, I know, but like this, the fact that the politics ban allows Hasan to avoid even more accountability. God, he's such a soft fucking loser. He's
soft,
so
too.
soft.
It's okay. It's okay to be soft.
Not that soft.
Well, yeah, but
His
like,
job is politics, and he's
like
this
cat-
soft, and
like-
he's a terrorist supporter.
Well, yeah, like cats are soft, you know?
Okay.
So fucking annoying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wonder why the subreddit is dying. Exactly. Like, what do you think? You can put like normal shit that's going on a day-to-day basis on fucking Twitch. Just if you do this kind of thing, you're gonna turn it back into fucking Stormfront again.
What the? He is Stormfront. Does he not recognize that he is Stormfront just from the other side? Like,
No, he doesn't. Like, you know the media bias chart? He's InfoWars. That's what he is, this motherfucker. He is InfoWars on the other side. Like, you have InfoWars all the way over here. He is labeled as that. As far left into the bottom. Fake news, far left fucking extremist terrorist supporting. That's it. Like, you can't go. It's like fucking start bouncing off the fucking corner like a DVD logo.
yeah.
Okay. I love Hasan clips.
What do you mean, homophobia in general?
Yeah, where did
I think that I think that religious social conditioning plays a role in uplifting bigoted attitudes towards people that are. Yeah, I know, but it's no different. The problem here is, that aspect of it is reactionary conservatism. It's no different in Palestine as it is in the United States of America. The only reason why it manifests, or the only reason why it takes. It can be dealt with by those in terms of like the civil governance or anything like that is specifically a direct consequence of being a victim of colonial domination.
Like
what a fucking word salad of it's like Trump speaking.
Except it actually makes sense what he's saying, which makes it even worse. So homophobia in the Middle East comes from Western colonial domination?
Of course. Well, is that what is he saying, actually?
That's what he's saying. He's saying that the reason why they're still homophobic is because of Western colonial domination.
If it wasn't for us, they would all be gay.
It's such an unbelievable, like they would have rainbow colored fucking burqas if just not for Israel. It's like every single bad thing. Yeah, every single bad thing that's ever happened is because of America. Oh my God.
I can't believe that this shit is allowed. I understand that Dan Clancy is a CEO and DanClancySucks.com, but still, even though he sucks Hasan's dick, okay, and watches fucking 18-year-old girls in fucking bathtubs all day. That was the funniest fucking shit. Have you ever seen it? Dan Clancy pulls up his fucking Twitch app and it's nothing but Coomer content and fucking Hasan. Anyways, I understand that, but there's got to be someone else. Is like this truly a fucking ship on autopilot and Dan Clancy is up there at the fucking front and there's two screens and there's fucking like titty content and fucking Hasan and that's it and he's just driving straight and no one's there to say, hey, retard, maybe you shouldn't be doing this?
Yep, it's pretty crazy. Pretty wacky.
And those guys are the ones that happen to be fighting back against Israel tooth and nail. But once again, it doesn't matter. Just like I celebrate the American accomplishments in World War II, it doesn't change that dynamic. And under no circumstance would I ever advocate or say like, well, America is an inferior culture, and that's why like.
Well, I think that
occupied. You understand, right? Like it's
whatever word you want to use.
It's what material conditions look like when you are occupied. Mm-hmm. That's why I gave the example of the Westboro Baptist Church. Those guys are not doing ISIS-style executions of gay people because they live in America. If they were born and living in another part of the world, and if they were living in America, I guess like post-nuclear Holocaust or something, they would absolutely be doing that. It's entirely about what your immediate surroundings look like. That's my point.
Why? First of all, there's a difference between a small percentage of the how many members are in Westboro Baptist Church?
You can't do it.
It's not the mainstream culture of the United States.
I just realized something. This is Rob Noor, basically. It's like, but a more retarded.
Yeah, it's
Rob
worse.
Noor.
Yeah,
more retarded, and you just say words like colonialism and apartheid and U.S. imperialism, and it makes you think that you're better or something. It just makes no fucking sense. It's so stupid. He must know it sounds stupid when he does it too. That's why he says and he's just like throws an imperial in there every once in a while or something.
Yeah, I think you're just supposed to kind of know what he's thinking, and then he just like throws out. He does the weave like Trump a little bit. The weave. He just brings up enough buzzwords, and you just kind of like know what's going on. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to colonize this video. Let me finish.
That's it. They're exhibiting the same kind of religious fundamentalism. The only difference is there is no like greater outside force that is like destroyed the United States of America in its entirety, and therefore they can just like fucking fulfill their violent desires whichever way they see fit.
Oh, okay. There's a link that's getting spammed to me a lot. We're just gonna watch it real quick. This one. Visit.
They unblocked Sneeko like last week. Mm-hmm. Now,
fuck you.
This week, they unbanned Fresh and Fit.
What?
Damn, their fucking outfits are amazing. Why can't we look like that?
Because we're not husband and wife.
Fuck. Like, I think like we dress good, but then like other people like, and look, they have like nice green screen background and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, but they have a whole team. You know, our
I don't like green screen background. I think real studios look nicer.
That's true. Ours is better. It's nice that they're trying though.
Okay.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. And these are like the two most openly anti-Semitic creators, maybe online.
That doesn't
Oh
make
my
any sense.
God.
They're both like Holocaust denying anti-Semites. So they both getting unbanned while simultaneously like stuff like, you know, showing terrorist propaganda on Twitch is not being punished.
Nope.
What the fuck is going on there? I'm gonna say it. I think Dan Clancy, the CEO, I think he hates Jewish people.
It's not a fucking joke. Unironically, at this point, there's no other explanation to it. The fact that he wished Hasan happy birthday, the fact that he seems to somehow be personally involved with the fact that Hasan has no punishment whatsoever for causing great pain to Jewish people on the site and off of it. I think he's an anti-Semite. I think he actually might be like a neo-Nazi or one of these leftist adjacent. How else would you explain what it is?
Like, this is the culturally popular thing right now.
So you think he's just like so fucking dick-sucking, hoping to be in OTK and get more 18-year-olds like on his fucking whatever?
It's just, this is the popular culture right now in their offices.
So he wants
probably
to be cool.
Yeah, this is like the popular culture right now.
He's still a
Twitch.
fucking Nazi, I think.
Okay.
Like, right at the end, like the same result.
It
right?
might be the same result, but I don't think he hates Jews. I think that this is just the
he
popular.
just gets there a different way.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, click this link in chat real quick. Or actually, wait, finish this. 20 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
I say so. I mean, Twitch has always been a shit show with its moderation. Also, I looked into it, and Fresh and Fit were banned only like a month ago, and it was for possibly the F slur or possibly for saying simp, which is.
If someone got fucking banned for saying simp and you have Hasan bringing on fucking terrorists and saying crazy shit like that not happening, I think I'm going to have to default to my view being correct here.
Maybe.
Anyways.
The slur on Twitch, which just goes to show
what a dumb fucking platform.
Why?
Yeah.
Stupid.
That's a fucking I'm not sure which one is accurate. I saw both being reported. Obviously.
I'll say this for Ethan. He has morals. He fucking left Twitter. And he had a fuck ton of followers there. He fucking left it. And he had a huge audience, and he probably took a hit as a result of it. You know what? Fuck him.
Yeah.
I mean, not fuck him. Congrats.
Here, go click my link in chat. I'm putting one in DGG. I'm curious what that is.
Favorite people? Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
Hey, what?
Favorite people?
Favorite people?
Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's good. All right. Turn that up. Turn giraffes.
We all know where this is going.
Okay.
Wait, is this their politics panel?
I don't know. I can't watch the rest of the clip because you keep pausing it. I don't know. It's a Twitch panel at TwitchCon.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
You pause. I have pause rights too.
Okay.
You can say pause, and I can say pause.
Okay.
Don't be pause phobic. It says Arab coded asks perms, thinks it's a slur. What does that one say? Love salad?
Loves Sabra? I don't know what that means.
Okay. I'm going to click play now. Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
I'm getting audience input. They're
Just kidding. Psych. Paused again. I'm sorry. I'm going to get so many threads for this.
like, you know, fuck what you guys had to say.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Stand up.
Okay, I don't even know what the point of this was, but Denims and Frogan are also both people that have tweeted and said on stream that the whole rape thing on October 7th is completely and totally fake, and that October 7th was justified because it's a resistance and freedom fighting. And yeah, Frogan and Denims have both gone on record saying
Favorite people?
Good that they have official Twitch panels featuring these people, but very nice, yeah.
Okay. Back to this. Where were we? Did we watch it? We already watched that one. Hasan just as bad being outed as gay in Gaza as it is in America. The same. All right, here we go.
Hold on. Did I mute us? Sorry. Are we muted still? Hello? Are we okay?
Hi. Chat. Hello. Did you mute us by accident?
Yeah, I think I pushed a button on accident. Okay.
Are we good now?
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm going to full screen this. I hope that my button presses are acceptable to you.
Yep.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
Jesus.
Well, we don't care about that. That will be an unmannable thing. Who gives a shit?
You know?
That's nice. You know, veterans.
I do, the ones I do, the one.
Do you think there's any advertisers on Twitch that just like love shitting on veterans and hoping that they get PTSD?
What protected class too? You know that, right?
What ads were showing up before and after this?
Good question.
I'm gonna take a look later. This is the best part is I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I told them to take away my fucking partner mark. They can suck my butthole.
Ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. I'm like a Tom. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. So the U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Jesus Christ.
I like how this is okay. This is okay to say for some reason. Why is this okay? Can you tell me, Steve? I'm confused.
This is anti-American.
Oh, so is that? But I thought veterans were a protected class.
You'd think so, huh?
No, they actually are. Veterans are a protected class, just like you know, race and everything else. So do we not enforce those rules on Twitch?
I don't actually know if veteran status is called out under TOS. It might be. You should check.
I mean, veterans are a protected class. You cannot discriminate someone based off of their...
No, I'm asking on the Twitch TOS.
It doesn't matter what there is.
It does matter. That when the federal protected class stuff has to do with you're like an employer or if you're like doing housing renting. You can be racist. That's legal. It's not illegal to be racist, but it's illegal to be racist if you're discriminating against like housing. Same thing with like veteran status, family status, or whatever, right? But that might be listed in their TOS. You can't make fun of somebody for veteran status. I'll check. What is this? Oh, is it done?
No, I can. We got another 3 seconds.
Go. Sorry. I just wanted to see her chew.
Okay. What is this? Oh.
Wait. What is this? Do the one more. Scroll up. Oh, click the middle click that.
This one?
Yep, middle click it. And scroll up. That one. I'm curious.
Memory saver? No. All right, community guidelines. Wait, is that not it? Oh, Hasan Chatter permabanned. Right? This is the one?
Yeah, well, I want to see that one too.
This one.
Yeah, so it does have it here. Twitch does not permit behavior that is motivated by hatred, prejudice, or intolerance, including behavior that promotes or encourages discrimination, denigration, harassment, or violence based on the following protected characteristics: race, ethnicity, color, caste, national origin, immigration status, religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, serious medical condition like PTSD, and veteran status. So she hit 2 there. This conduct...
What does it give a f***? Hey, Dan Clancy, do you give a f***, you sucker?
This thing...
Nazi.
This part right here, this is why I'm permabanned, by the way. It's because I said that trans people on Twitter are subhuman. This is the reason why I'm permabanned, is the hateful conduct here. Pretty wild, but...
I can't wait to find every f***ing advertiser that sits next to these motherfuckers and send them videos of their shit right next to it. I can't wait. And the best part is I don't give a f***. I don't care. Fuck you guys. Fuck Dan Clancy. What a f***ing asshole.
Last one for the Nico Sam link. Yeah, these are tweets that she's just unhinged. She's insane.
Do you want to read these out loud, Steve?
Yeah, so on October 7th, which, by the way, is the perfect test to see how deranged somebody is, to see what they tweeted on October 7th, leftists preach and foam at the mouth at the thought of a revolution happening in America, but as soon as it happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong. The obvious implication being that the resistance here and all the murdering and raping of the people at the festival was awesome. And then 5 months later, exciting news. @Twitch has chosen me to be featured as a legendary woman on the front page. Together for Legendary Women, front page carousel, not just for March, but for the entire year. # Together for Legendary Women. Based. What a legend. Okay.
This is nice.